What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Gucci. Got 3 long face, skinny body. We are back, still black with some more fire Boruto manga related content. Now before we review, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends. There's a couple of things we need to discuss. Yes, Sirski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Those of y'all who has keen eye, the other day y'all probably noticed like I uploaded, or at least I attempted to upload a reaction to Kaiju number 8 episode 1. Now, because of the technical difficulties, this is the reason why I'm gonna re-upload. But in the midst of the re-upload, I thought, why not just drop a Boruto content video first and then explain the situation and then come back, circle the block, you know what I'm saying, with the Kaiju number 8 episode 1 reaction. All to say, I will be making a very critical political decision here on the channel depending on the reaction I get to the Kaiju number 8 episode 1 reaction. If people's rocking with it, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the entire season 1 with y'all on the channel as the episodes drop. Probably 2 episodes a week, or maybe however I feel like it, but on a consistent basis, catching up with the anime. Right now, I've only seen episode 1, and I'm not gonna start episode 2 until I drop the Kaiju reaction and see how its reception does on the channel. Now, if it's poor reception, basically meaning it's not worth it, I'm gonna just go ahead and binge the anime or watch it week by week as the episodes drop on my own time, you feel me, and move on. But also, I explained in the Kaiju video, My Hero season 7 is also dropping. I want to bring on some of that, so stay tuned for the Kaiju reaction. It's actually the full episode. I know normally my reactions be big fights or big moments. Full episode 1 reaction dropping sometime after this video, but that's like, fuck all that bullshit. We talking Amado, yeah, I know, like, let's get it. So I don't even know how I want to kick the video off, really, honestly and truly, because chapter 10 is crazy. I normally spend the month after the chapter drops talking about certain things, certain key aspects, and how they can possibly move forward. But you know, I broke down the chapter in the chapter review. I broke down some of the things with Kurama, Himawari, you know what I'm saying? I talked about Boruto, Kawaki, you know, Orochimaru, Kashin, Koji. I talked about those, you know, those highlighted things. Now moving forward is where you start, you know, breaking down the smaller points of the videos. Moving forward, right? I'm really gonna, like, the next set of videos are gonna be focused on my predictions, how I believe chapter 10 is actually gonna play out, not just on, okay, this happened in chapter 9, let's think about why that happened, right? Why is Kurama there with Himawari? Why is you know what I'm saying, Jura and Hidari? Or why isn't Bug and the Matsuri Shinju, why aren't they in the village attacking? Are they doing something else? You know what I'm saying? Nah, we might throw a video like that in every now and then, but right now, predictions. What's happening in chapter 10? And I showed you, I pinned it on my Twitter page. I'm gonna keep it up until chapter 10 because something in me is telling me, yo, this is your time. Like, you about to call out at least half of these things, and you're gonna go like it's gonna go crazy, and the community is gonna have to give me my flowers because I'm calling it. So I decided to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, my chapter 10 predictions. Y'all see it. I don't know at the top of the list how it goes, but today's video we're gonna be focusing on, I don't know, I think that's number like 8, 9, or 10 on the list, or something like that. Amado. I'm gonna really double down and talk about this guy Amado. Now y'all see it right there. That's the only thing I like Delta, Akebi, all of that tie-in, like what's going on? Why are Delta and Kawaki so close to 2 Blue Vortex? Amado is like, something's happening with Amado in chapter 10. Something's cooking up, right? And I feel like a lot of people want to place their pennies and their bets on the idea of, you know, Akebi / Delta, a new awakening of Otsutsuki, something going down with Kawaki's karma cell, and I feel like we're right somewhere along those, but we're still far off the mark, right? I don't think just yet Shimoto is ready to peel the band-aid off of the whole Akebi and Delta dynamic. Is it going to be a new Otsutsuki awakening? What type of data does Kawaki actually have in that karma seal? And how ultimately is Amado going to pull that last and final card, right? I think we're going to sit on that for a little bit longer and probably open up another box that has been brought to us in Naruto Next Generations, because I feel like this is something you don't just implement into the story and then completely throw away. Now, with the reintroduction of figures like Delta after her exit, figures like Kashin Koji after his exit, it leads me to believe, and then even also, you know, lately and surely but not least, figures like Kurama, or should I say Nine Tails, until we get further context and explanation, right? Re-debut all of these things being reintroduced into the story, right? So this plot point or this idea, right? This idea of Amado having a shutdown code on Kawaki, right? Why was it so prevalent? Why was it so relevant in part one? Well, because we were entering a point in time where, aside from Momoshiki, and that wouldn't have been a good idea to bring him out in the first place, who's touching Kawaki? Damon doesn't care. His animal crackers and juice box are the only thing he wants to lay his eyes on, so we can't include him in the reasoning, which is why it was such a high alert and high concern for Shikamaru back then. Who is going to keep Kawaki's power in check? Who is going to make sure Kawaki doesn't go off the rails and tries to kill Boruto again like he previously just did, right? They already admitted it. They accepted the fact. Naruto, Sasuke, right there. No Kurama, no Rinnegan, one eye. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't keep Kawaki's power in check no longer. If Momoshiki were to resurface, Naruto, you alone would not be able to defeat him. They accepted all of these facts, right? And what does Amado do? He comes strolling through the scenery, right? You know, living up to his reputation that Shikamaru cannot trust this man, right? You feel me? If he was a pile of dirt, he couldn't spare him a bucket of water. That's how much trust he does not have in this man Amado, right? He comes scrolling along the lines, it's like, yo, I got a shutdown code on this nigga Kawaki's karma. You feel me? And we seen the instance where Amado, all he has to do is say something, right? And we could believe that it's probably similarly programmed how Kashikoji witnessed Amado shut down the first version of Delta. Like, Delta, go to sleep, right? It can be something that triggers Kawaki. It'd be funny as hell, right? Because what was Code's trigger word to get his powers? Something I don't even, y'all help me out in the comment section. Like, it was some ridiculous word, but Amado's passwords are so obvious to the point I wouldn't be surprised if he just says Kawaki Ishiki, you know what I'm saying? Gives him PTSD or something. Kawaki starts shivering in his boots, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But Kawaki having his karma shield shut down. Now, the gist of the general idea, Kawaki is going to have his karma shield shut down by Amado next chapter. Now, why would this happen? How would it benefit Amado? What would cause this to go down? What was the last thing we seen with Kawaki? A bright idea, which is ultimately a dumb one, and it just went off in his head. Boruto can't control the karma seal. Why not I force him to use the karma seal since he can't control it? Well, why is that a dumb idea? You feel me? It would have been smart, right? It would have been smart if Kawaki was able to bitch Boruto like how Boruto has been doing him, right, last chapter. But we already understand Kawaki can't even handle the vessel. So why try to summon the entity that's supposed to be controlling the vessel if you can't even handle the vessel on its own? Like, it doesn't make sense. So Kawaki is going to make a rash decision. Y'all see it on there. I don't know, bullet point number 2 or bullet point number 3 or 4. He's going to, I think it's the first one actually. He's going to chase Boruto next chapter. That's going to be a part of the chapter. He's going to be chasing Boruto. He's going to want to confirm for himself, can this dude really not control karma? And if he can't, I can use that to my advantage. Now, Kawaki's head, if he activates his karma, possibly spot out his horn, if there's a horn, if there isn't a horn, but activate his dojutsu. In his head, based off of his ego and based off of the history we've seen with his character, he might think he can confidently, especially with the assistance of someone like Delta, who's maybe following close behind, take down Boruto, especially if Boruto is worried about a situation where his karma is possibly taking over his body. Kawaki has been in that situation before. The situation ended it with a hole inside of Boruto's chest. So, you know what I'm saying? He's probably having positive thoughts in this situation, but chasing Boruto may lead to one or two situations. Boruto really having to step out of character and sun him for real and show him like, nah, chill out, like let's relax, you know what I'm saying? Or Momoshiki, you know what I'm saying, the man, the myth, the legend, might make a glimpse appearance and give us a showing of like, yeah, and you thought I was dangerous in 13-year-old Boruto's body? Pause. 16-year-old Boruto's body is a whole different story, bro. I'm annihilating the whole world. Momoshiki just takes over his body, activates the Uzuhiko. Kawaki is finito, bro. Like, let's be honest. So it's gonna trigger Amado's rash reaction. Now, based off of what we've been seeing, he's been watching the things go down with Kawaki and his interactions with the Shinju, right? Something interesting occurred. Amado said, you know, what's going on with this guy? Now, it can be interpreted many ways. I saw some people interpret it as like, what's going on? Like, is he questioning Jura's jutsu or Jura's ability, how he was able to take down Kawaki? But one of the more ideal interpretations I've seen throughout the community is them saying Amado is questioning Kawaki himself, because it's like, Kawaki, you're supposed to be displaying way more strength than this, even like without the karma seal. Like, what's going on? You done got your face put in the dirt by a claw around no name. You done got kicked in the water tank that is alluding to Sasuke in his original moment where he found out he wasn't the MC of the show, even though Kishimoto treated him like it. You had your own moment understanding, okay, okay, I done took his life, but I'm still not the MC of the show. You had to get wake up by Black Uchiha 3's baby mom's Delta, you know what I'm saying, slapping you across your face, and then you had to get another realization moment where Boruto really just sunned you, right? And Amado's looking at the situation unfold, and he's like, no, he shouldn't even needed Karma version 1 for this. And the punch shouldn't even push them an inch back. Honestly, the way I'm looking at it, the way Boruto's moving, that's the type of power Kawaki should be displaying, right? So Kawaki is acting real funny money. So Amado might take it as a situation where him chasing Boruto, it just doesn't spell well for anybody. In any type of way this scenario could end, he just doesn't see it ending well. Let's just take it back to the basics, bring you back to the lab, and see what's going on. And I feel like that panel right there, Amado questioning the instance, like what's going on with this guy Kawaki, is gonna be enough that this can possibly work and, you know what I'm saying, actually happen next chapter and not seem like out of place or out of ordinary, or even in some instances like an ass pull. So definitely Amado, you know, realizing, okay, Kawaki is making a draft decision. He's gonna try to chase Boruto, he's gonna try to patronize Boruto, attack Boruto, pester Boruto, however you want to call it, right? Or maybe eager or try to convince Shikamaru or higher ups in the village, no, we need to corner Boruto right now, he can't control his karma. And they might take it as, okay, Kawaki, do you have a plan to confront Boruto once we understand that his karma grows out of control? And Kawaki's gonna be like, yeah, no, okay, like you gotta understand, you can't take the man down when he's in control. You're not gonna take him down when he's out of control, right? Especially in the case of Momoshiki taking over. So Amado is gonna probably play his cards right. Now, to my knowledge, I'm not sure if Shikamaru is aware of this shutdown code, especially with the trickery of omnipotence coming into play, how Shikamaru has to think of Kawaki being Boruto and Boruto being Kawaki. But in the instance where, you know, Amado revealed all these things throughout the story, and Shikamaru constantly gets angry, you're revealing information that would have been extremely helpful 5 minutes ago, my nigga. Like, come on, what's going down? So would he actively shut Kawaki down in the middle of the village, having everybody have their infamous Nani moment, like, yo, what's going down? And y'all see on the list right there, Shikamaru is gonna have another Nani moment, because he's been doing nothing since Two Blue Vortex other than talking to the elders and talking to Boruto. He's been screaming Nani with all of this plethora of information and on knowledge being dumped onto him about the things that are currently going down. So it's gonna be real crazy, and my money is definitely on the idea of Amado shutting down Kawaki and his karma kill. What are y'all thoughts about this situation? What are y'all thoughts about the matter? Do y'all think Kawaki would pursue Boruto next chapter, or he's gonna try to capitalize on the idea that, oh, Boruto can't control his karma seal, let's act now? How do y'all think things will be moving forward with Kawaki in the case in Boruto chapter 10? And do y'all think this nigga Amado might finally pull the plug and shut this man karma seal down just for the instance? Because we know he had it as a safety measure, not only for one reason of making sure Kawaki wouldn't be able to go out of control and just to keep his power in check, but also the second reason, he would be the only one who's able to keep Kawaki's power in control and in check, therefore allowing the hidden leaf to make sure Amado is definitely indispensable and he's safe, you feel me, in that regard. So it's real interesting to see how Amado would definitely moving forward. In the chapter 10, we understand Kawaki's power isn't the issue, especially with figures like Damon, Boruto, and the Shiju running amok. Hell, I can even say Sage Mode Mitsuki now, right? Just based off of what we've been seeing. But there's probably a mental block going down in Kawaki's brain, and Amado's gonna try his best to figure it out. So let me know your thoughts and how y'all think chapter 10 will unfold. It's your boy Black Child. Holla at your bomb, holla at y'all, Black Child. Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limits too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said